Hi coloring friends, I'm Soph, your cozy coloring bestie. Today's video is a little different because I'll be unboxing and swatching one of my new favorite marker sets, Arrtx. And besties at Arrtx sent this over and I'm so excited to unbox with you all. This set comes with this beautiful swatch sheet. There are 90 markers, 88 vibrant colors, plus one black and one colorless blender. Look at all these beautiful colors! Can we also just talk about the packaging real quick? It is so creative and convenient. That top cover flips open and doubles as a stand, so it's super easy to grab and go when you're coloring. Each marker has dual tips, brush tip for smooth blending and chisel tip for filling in larger areas. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like these talking videos. Now let's get to swatching. As I was swatching, I noticed how the ink dried really quickly and it didn't really have much of a smell to them, unlike some other alcohol markers. And I really love this swatch sheet because it's super helpful seeing how the colors look when they're layered. So on the left side of the box will be one layer, and then on the right side of the box will be how it looks when it is layered. This is super helpful when you're blending and want to see what colors work well and which shade works well with another color. I love the beautiful sounds of new markers and I can't wait to try them out, but for now, hope you enjoy the ASMR swatches. So this is when I go in and add another layer on the right side of the box. And it almost looks like a different color, but that's because it's layered. When the ink dries and you add another layer, it's a great shading method. Here is the completed swatch sheet. Now we can start coloring. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I usually use Ohuhu alcohol markers. And since we're both already familiar with them, I feel like they're a good reference point. So I'll be coloring half of this cute popcorn page from Sora Song's Cozy Cat's Stress Relief Coloring Book using Ohuhu markers on the left side and Arrtx markers on the right side. So we can compare the color blending and overall look side by side. First, I'll be using R2 from Ohuhu's 320 set. I always love Ohuhu markers because they're so smooth and the colors are so vibrant. I don't know why I chose red, but I felt like red fits the popcorn vibe so well. Now I'll be using R6 from Ohuhu to add the shadows. Now for the Arrtx side, I'm using number 11, which is a red that is very similar to R2 in the Ohuhu set. Now I'll be going in with a darker shade with number 3 to add the shadows. So far, you can see the colors look a little different from each other, but that's okay because they're both vibrant and beautiful in their own ways. Now going in with the lightest shade from Ohuhu, I'm going to make the pop and popcorn gray. And now neutral gray 2 to add the shadowing. Now going in with Arrtx Cool Gray 1, which is a similar color to the lightest shade in Ohuhu, and they both look pretty similar. And adding Cool Gray 2 from Arrtx to add the shading as well. Now for the popcorn itself, I'll be going in with Y121 from Ohuhu for the base. And I've been really loving going back to the basics with flat coloring, and what flat coloring means is just adding one layer and maybe add a few shadowing and details here and there, but no blending or crazy designs. And it's super relaxing and satisfying. Now let's go in with Y120 from Ohuhu to add a little shading and some detailing to make the popcorn more popped. Now for Arrtx, I use number 141 as the base for my popcorn. colors here look a little different from each other, but these are the closest shades I can find to match the sets. Now we're going in with 142 to add the shadowing, give it that depth and detail. Now a quick reminder to always put the caps back on your markers after using them and store them in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated spot. This way it keeps the alcohol from evaporating and helps your markers last longer. I also linked all my coloring supplies in the description below if you want to check them out. Last but not least, we will be coloring the cat with YR1 from Ohuhu, and this was split not evenly, so the cat on Ohuhu's side only had a little bit, but now we're going in with 32 from Arrtx, which is a very similar shade surprisingly, and it filled in so seamlessly. And we cannot forget the cheeks, so I'm using 136 from Arrtx to add a little blush to the cat. And now using my Jelly Roll white pen, just adding a little detail as if I'm coloring this page normally. Before I finish coloring this page, let me know in the comments what you think of Arrtx compared to Ohuhu and if you'd like to see a full coloring session with the set. Here is the final page with Ohuhu and Arrtx. Let me know what you think. Stay cozy till next time. Bye.